Hey traders, and welcome to your Forex Focus midweek market review. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to look at what's been going on in the markets up until now, and then also look ahead to the weekend to see how the markets potentially could close themselves out. Now, before we get into it, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. So if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and then hit a bell so you get a notification as and when I release these videos, because some of them are time sensitive, obviously. So we're talking about the market, we're talking about opportunities in the market, and obviously if you watch this video a few days later, you may have missed those opportunities. Now, on the subject of opportunities, it's also important to remember that I'm not authorized or regulated to give investment advice. So all I'm doing here is I'm talking to you about what I'm looking to do with my own portfolio, how I see the markets. You can, of course, choose to disagree with that. But the way that you want to use these videos here is essentially just look at the way that I manage my portfolio, then try to apply that to your own trading. But please remember that any trades that you do take, obviously you need to do your own due diligence. You need to decide for yourself whether or not the trades are right for you. Okay. So with that being said, the market so far this week, they haven't done that much, as we'll see on the charts in a minute. They've moved sideways a little bit. The opportunities that we were looking at in the beginning of the week, they haven't really triggered. So, and I guess that's probably to do with the fact that we've got a lot of central bank meetings this week. So monetary policy meetings coming out. We've also got the non-farm payrolls. We've got the ISM. So it's a big data week. And during weeks like this, you tend to find that the markets they are a little bit cautious. So you aren't really going to get big directional moves, because when you have big data coming out, you can have one thing saying one thing and then another piece of data saying something else, and then you can end up getting whipsawed in the market. So typically the investors, they like to play a little bit guarded so that they don't take a directional view. They might play a little bit of the narrow volatility, but that's why you're not going to get those big moves on weeks like this. Having said that, if we do get a big market mover, then the market still can move. But you just need to bear in mind that, more or less every single day this week, we had the RBA come out with their rate announcement yesterday. We've got the FOMC, we've got the Bank of England, and we've got non-farm payroll. So every single day this week, we've got something coming out, which is why you expect these narrow trading ranges. Okay. With regards to the RBA announcement, yes, they were a little bit more hawkish, but a lot of that was priced in. And then what they are talking about is also quite far into the future as well. So from that perspective, nothing really changes from the Aussie dollar positioning. And the way that we're positioning our trades at the moment in that particular currency. Obviously, down the line, if we start to get more and more hawkish statements come out of that region of the world, then we might look at different things. But at the moment, everything remains the same, because their statement, everything that they said, was really more or less expected. Okay, so let's jump over to the charts now, and let's take a look at what has been taking place this week and the way that the markets potentially could close themselves out. So first of all, we'll take a look at a couple of the opportunities that we were looking at. So we had this, sorry, my voice here, had this Aussie CAD opportunity, which you can see here. There hasn't really been much gone on. It didn't trade up to that resistance level there. It just literally sold off, when was it? Yesterday, it sold off. Then the market is buying back a little bit today. So there's not a lot to do there. We had the Aussie yen that we were looking at. It hasn't broken out above this level, but it does look like it's selling off below this level here. So a break of this level here at around let's go a little bit lower, around the 84.47 level there. And the market is respecting this previous level of support. I think if the market goes sideways a little bit from here and then breaks down, you might have a short-term tactical opportunity to short this pair. I wouldn't, say that this is going to be a massive turnaround at all. It's just a little bit of a reaction, a buy the rumor, sell the fact type reaction here. But there might be, as I said, if we can get some support in and around this level here. We've got this on the daily chart. If I go into the 4-hour chart, actually, let me zoom in there a little bit closer for you. So we've got this little support here. If this then gets broken, this will be a good opportunity to get in there for a tactical short-term short. Stop pretty much above the highs here, not above the highs all the way up there, because I'm not expecting that much of a movement, but certainly just above the highs that it's printing over here, this mini consolidation zone. That could be a good opportunity there to short the markets. If we then look at the Aussie New Zealand, so we can see here, we've got the annotation from Sunday. The markets, we were saying if it could sell off down here, give us a little bit of a pullback, then we could look for an opportunity to get in there and short it. It hasn't done that yet, so nothing to do there. The CAD yen, again, we were looking for like a 1, 2, 3 reversal, a break above this level. It hasn't done that. So, that's the narrow trading range that we were talking about. Euro New Zealand, we said, we don't want to chase the market. The market was already down at that sort of level. So we want to get a bit of consolidation and then a breakdown. We haven't had that consolidation. So again, nothing to do there. Then the only one that I'm looking at this particular moment in time is this one in the franc yen. And I'm not looking at it from the 4-hour chart perspective. I'm looking at it, there's an opportunity that's set up on the range chart. So if I zoom in here, so as we can see with the range chart, the markets has been moving upwards. It had a little bit of a period of consolidation. It's then broken up again. The market has then since pulled back and it's given us a very nice harmonious pullback there. We've then got, if we're looking at the market edge indicators, we can see that the trigger and the momentum is to the upside. The trend is neutral, so that's kind of something that's going a little bit against it. So for those of you that are brand new to this, if you're trading the market edge, you might decide to leave this particular position here because everything isn't aligned. But from my perspective, I quite like that. So I'm now in there long in the franc yen, stop below the lows there. But that kind of, that pretty much sort of like, that's it. That's all we have for the moment for this week. I have looked through the other pairs. There isn't anything else that's setting up at this moment in time. As I said, we've got a lot of data on this week, so that might have something to do with it. A lot of the pairs, a lot of the things that we're looking at the moment, they're sort of in narrow trading ranges. There isn't a clear and definitive price action set up. And when I don't have something clear and definitive, then I don't want to trade it. A little while ago, or a long time ago now, I watched Jim Rogers, who was George Soros's partner in the Quantum Fund. So very, very big investor. If you don't know who he is, look him up. But I had the privilege of listening to him speak and having a conversation with him. And he said, one of the things that he looks at when he's investing is that he wants it to be as easy as a dollar bill being sat in the middle of the floor, in the middle of the room. And all he has to do is go over there and pick it up. They're the sorts of trades and investments that he looks for. And I incorporate that into my trade, and we incorporate that into everything that we do here. And we find that works really well. So if there isn't something that's sort of, really compelling, that's saying to you that you almost feel stupid for not getting into that trade, then really, pass up on it. There's always an opportunity to trade out there. You don't need to be in everything that moves. There will always be another opportunity. So the best thing that you can do is protect your capital. And this week, when there hasn't been a lot on, it's just a case of protecting capital. And then sure enough, after this week, we should get some movements in the market, and there'll be opportunities for us to make money. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get a lot of value out of it. Please give it a like, so give it a thumbs up. Post any comments beneath the video. So, if you're in a particular trade that you'd like me to analyze for you, post it in the comments and I'll give you a little bit of analysis in the comments. I don't mind doing that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a fantastic day and a great end to your week.